Have you ever faced a frustrating error while working on your Django project? If so, you're not alone. Today, we're diving into a common issue that many developers encounter: the unable to get repr for class django.db.models.query.QuerySet error. I completely understand how disheartening it can be when you're trying to retrieve data only to be met with an error message. This is a common hurdle for many developers, especially those who are just starting out. Let's take a closer look at the specific situation. One user reached out with a question about retrieving data from their student info model. They encountered an error stating that a specific column does not exist. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So what could be causing this error? It often stems from a mismatch between your model fields and the actual database schema. In this case, it seems like the column Guardian's Mobile is missing from the database. And stick around. At the end of this video, I will share a crucial tip that can help you avoid similar issues in the future. To resolve the issue, the user should first check the database schema to ensure that the column Guardian's Mobile exists in the student info table. This error indicates that the column is missing. If the column does not exist, the user will need to update the model definition. They should add the Guardian's Mobile field to the student info model and then create a migration. After creating the migration, the user should apply it to the database. This step will add the missing column to the student info table. Finally, the user can test the retrieval of data again by running the same line of code. If everything is set up correctly, the error should no longer appear. Fun fact: did you know that Django was originally designed to manage news sites? Now, it's one of the most popular web frameworks for all kinds of applications. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution provided by another user suggests that since you are using Python 3.x, you should change the method from Unicode to cursive. This adjustment will help resolve the issue you're facing. That's it for that answer. Let's take a look at another one. Another user encountered a similar issue and found that the problem stemmed from their database configuration. They suggest debugging by accessing each field separately using the values method. This helped them identify an issue with their date field column, where they had assigned an incorrect default value. That's all for that response. Let's see what someone else had to say. One user faced a similar issue due to a naming conflict. They had named a field user with a capital U, which conflicted with Django's custom user model. To resolve this, they simply renamed the field to user with a lowercase u. Now let's shift our focus to a different response. An alternative solution was provided by another user. They found that the issue stemmed from using a field called project name that wasn't defined in their model. By changing it to a valid field, the error was resolved. They also noted that the return value of the stir method should always be a string. If it's not, it can lead to the same error. To fix this, they suggested converting the return value to a string. Additionally, they highlighted that returning a non-string type from the str method can trigger the error. A simple fix is to convert the return value to a string, ensuring compatibility. That's the end of that answer. Let's see another perspective. An alternative solution provided by another user highlights the importance of specifying the correct model name in the serializer. They encountered a similar issue when the model name was incorrect, which caused the error. After correcting the model name in the serializer, the problem was resolved. Here's a pro tip: always keep your models and database schema in sync. Regularly check for discrepancies to avoid these frustrating errors. And there you have it. By ensuring your database schema matches your models, you can avoid this error in the future. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks on Django development.